Good morning, everybody. It's Deborah Byrne here from Deborah Byrne Psychology Services, known across social media as DBpsychology. I'm trying this again. I know Facebook have been having a lot of problems lately, so I'm going to try this again. So we're going to talk about gratitude this week. It's based on this week's blog, which you can find at Deborah Byrne Psychology Services. It's a bit of a lengthy blog, but at the end of the blog you will find 5 questions that you can ask yourself. They're really, as I was saying before, 5 sections in which to create a gratitude journal. Now, you don't have to go to that extent. You can simply just at the end of your journal that we talked about last week, create, a section that says, today I'm grateful for, and then list 3 things, a minimum of 3 things that you are grateful for in your life right now. They can be very, very simple. They don't have to be overcomplicated. To start with, they don't have to be, you don't have to be doing a lot of soul searching in order to have them. Just keep it very simple, in fact, and it will benefit your mind and your body, your health to a huge degree. Gratitude has been well researched by psychologists, and they have found quite a number of ways in which it can boost and benefit your physical and mental health. So, we talked about getting positive in the last few weeks, and finding gratitude is, in fact, what I would regard as a basic form of self-care. It should be part of that package, that whole package of basic self-care, along with journaling and meditation and the usual, things you do to look after yourself on a daily basis. So, in saying all that, let's talk about how it benefits your mental and physical health. So the first thing I'll say is, yes, we know that it benefits your mental health. It reduces toxic emotions. It increases your happiness level. We know that it increases your happiness level to a degree that it actually builds lasting happiness, because after about 8 to 12 weeks, it has been found that keeping a daily gratitude record has a knock-on effect, that your happiness level is boosted to such a degree that your brain is looking for more positive things, and that it will keep the momentum going in terms of your happiness, in terms of looking at what is already around you that you can be grateful for. And everybody has something to be grateful for. It doesn't matter how bad the situation is, there is always something there positive in your life that you have already. And that, if you just can stop and think for a moment about what it is, you will see it. So, asking somebody to keep a gratitude journal, or asking somebody to journal and then at the end note down 3 things they're grateful for. When you're in the depths of depression or anxiety or any other mental health illness, can be, people are going to look at you and go, what do you mean? I have nothing to be grateful for. I can't see, the wood from the trees here. So, keeping it very simple and saying, I'm grateful for, well, I have a roof over my head. I survived today. I got through today. I had a meal today. I ate today. Or, if you had a very simple goal that you wanted to achieve. I have my children. They're healthy. Sometimes you have to look outside yourself to find the something you're grateful for. It could be somebody else's good health, or something about somebody else that you're grateful for, that you see how much they do for you, to get you started on that road. And sometimes we have to fake it. It's a very simple thing. You just have to fake it till you make it. You just have to write down, I'm grateful for a roof over my head. I'm grateful I'm able to pay my bills. I'm grateful, and it can be like that at the start, but very, very quickly, within about 8 to 12 weeks, it has been found that once you keep up the daily practice, It does actually change the way your head works, how your mind works, because it's changing the way the neurons and the neurological, how it all works in your head, how all those things fire, and creating a new pathway. Just like learning a new skill, we have to create a new pathway in our brains for that skill on how to do it. So with gratitude journaling, with being grateful for something, it's again, you're learning something new. Maybe you haven't used it before, so you're learning a new skill. It can be hard. I'm not saying it can't, particularly if you're not unwell, but it does work. Okay, and it works very, very quickly. We know it works. As psychologists, we know it works very, very quickly, and that's why we ask people to do it. So, as I said, it reduces the toxic emotions. It reduces the toxic emotions, increases your happiness, and that lasts for a long time. And as I said, what you focus on will grow. It does. It's very highly beneficial for anybody who has stress or wants to reduce their stress reduction. So you'll find that in my blog on stress, I recommend you do gratitude journaling as part of your basic self-care. We know that it's very good for people who have PTSD, depression, anxiety, as I've said, anybody who has suffered a trauma of any kind at all. Again, very good, very, very, very beneficial to them. The other thing it also does is improves your immunity, your immune system. For the simple reason, it has been found that people who practice gratitude journaling on a daily basis are more inclined to start to take better care of themselves. So they'll start to maybe exercise or diet, improve their diet, improve their exercise. They will go for checkups, starting if they've put it off for a long time and they've been very unwell, they will start to look for that checkup and look for the help that they need. And therefore, it has been found that it's the first step, if you like, sometimes for people to help them improve their immunity and to improve their mental health. It also improves relationships. Now, this can be any relationship, whether it's with colleagues or with, family, friends. It can be an intimate relationship, and it increases it on a few different levels. One, it increases your patience. People that practice gratitude become a little bit more patient with people. They can become, more. You're more, you have more empathy towards the other person. You're less likely to jump in an aggressive manner. It's not to say that you won't feel angry, but you're less likely to react and become aggressive. If you're angry with somebody, you'll take a step back. So it's a bit like meditation, mindfulness. It enables you to take a step back and to see the relationship, to be grateful for those relationships, and to see what you have. Again, remember, it's changing the neurons, the way they're firing, the pathways in your brain. So therefore, it's giving you that ability to step back a little bit more from those relationships and not react as quickly, but to actually pause and take a step before, you do react. And it allows you to explore maybe why somebody has reacted in that way. You can use the gratitude journal to say, okay, I'm grateful for, these people that are in my life. They may be causing me problems right now. What is it? Is this about me or is it about them? And I do go into a bit more detail in a lot of the questions that I have at the end of the blog, on how you can explore that. So if you are having difficulties with people, there are questions you can ask instead of just getting into the fight and taking up. They want you to take that dance with them, if you like, and to get into that aggressive stance. And you say, whoa, what's this about? This isn't about me, maybe. What's this really about? And you can take that step back. So this is another form of how gratitude journaling can help you, by exploring the relationships in a more with more depth. you know, because somebody that comes into your life, in fact, anybody that comes into your life, they're bringing you a lesson, perhaps, that you need to learn, or, you know, they're bringing you love and friendship and joy into your life, but they'll always bring something. So people, another level at which people will be, you know, able to connect with you better is if you're more grateful, you're probably more positive. And people, you may not give the appearance, or you may not feel it on the outside yourself yet, but people will start to generate towards that type of energy. They will want to be with you. They will all want to have a better quality of relationship with you, because you are. They may not even realize, you know, that you're doing this gratitude journaling, but they will find and feel that there is something changed about you, that there is something that you you know, you're giving off something now. It's a kind of a presence that you're giving off that will attract more positive. And we talked about this before, about attracting more positive people into your life. So that's another benefit of gratitude journal. Of course, it increases your sleep, because I said, you know, it does reduce stress. Very good at reducing your stress, if combined as well with a journal, which I talked about last week. So do check out that video. Increases your sleep. It also increases your self-esteem and self-awareness, because when you get beyond the, you know, the three things you're grateful for, when you can start to build it, and become more aware of your behavior and how, you know, what you really want in life, and explore. As I said, I have 5 questions at the end of the blog, and it's not 5 questions, it's 5 sections, and I have a lot of questions under each section. That if you can explore that in terms of the benefits to you that your life is bringing to you right now, you become more aware of who you are. You therefore boost your self-confidence, self-esteem, and that obviously is going to have a knock-on effect to your you know, to your life, to your mental and physical health. I'm going to leave it there, because I can muffle sometimes. So do check out the blog. As I said, it's at www.DeborahByrnePsychologyServices.com, and you know, give it a go. Even try it for a few weeks. I mean, what have you got to lose? Try it. You know, give yourself 8 weeks and see how you feel at the end of 8 weeks. And I will talk to you all next week, and thank you all for listening. Good morning.